Hello my dear students, today we are going to go for next concept, that is cofactor, which you already studied in 12th standard, but still we are having it in our syllabus this year as well. So it says that whenever you are having a matrix Aij of order n, note that A is a square matrix of order n, and see, the notation is somewhat like this. So what will be the elements of the matrix A? Elements of the matrix will be, the first row will be A11, A12 up to A1n, similarly the second row and so on. Now what is the Aij matrix? So Aij is the matrix of order n minus 1, note. So if the order of the matrix is 3, then order of the Aij matrix is going to be 2. So it is a matrix of order n minus 1 obtained by deleting ith row and jth column of the matrix A. If I want to give one example, then you'll understand. Suppose my matrix A is equal to, just a minute, yeah, example. So suppose my matrix is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So what will be my A11 matrix? So it will be the matrix obtained by deleting first row and first column. So first row and first column, if you delete it, what are you going to get? 5, 6, 8 and 9. So similarly, what about A23 matrix? So A23 matrix will be the matrix obtained by deleting second row and third column. So second row and third column. So you have to delete this second row and you have to delete this third column. So you are left with what? Just 1, 2, 7 and 8. So in this way, so this is our Aij matrix, and the cofactor of the element Aij. Okay, so the cofactor of the element Aij, so whenever we talk about the cofactor, so it is of an element in a matrix. So for example, this is our A12 element, right? A12 element is this. So this is the we can find the cofactor of this element 2. Similarly, we can find the cofactor of this element A33, and the cofactor of that is denoted by capital M to the suffix ij. I mean, if you're finding cofactor of A12, it will be M12, and if we are finding cofactor of, let me say, A33, it will be M33. In this way, and it is defined as this Mij is equal to -1 raised to I plus j, determinant of what? This Aij. So if I want to give one example of cofactor, what will be your M11 in this case? It is going to be -1 raised to 1 plus 1, determinant of A11. Okay, and which will be equal to, what is determinant of A11? You can find it. So this is exactly equal to determinant of A11. Do the calculations and you can get it. That is not an issue. What about M23? So M23 will be -1 raised to 2 plus 3, determinant of A23. So now it is -1 raised to 5. So -1 raised to 5, you are going to get minus sign only. So it is minus times determinant of A23. Simply find the determinant of A23. Yeah, and that is going to give you the cofactor M23. Now next definition we are going to go for Laplace expansion of determinants, and it is very important. So till now, whatever definition of determinant you have studied and you have used in your classes, you are finding the determinant with the help of first row, right? Whenever you are having a matrix, we use the first row of the matrix in order to find the determinant. But that is for only simplicity. Actually, you can find determinant with the help of any row and with the help of any column. So it is not necessary that you should use first row only. For example, if I want to find determinant of A in this case, so how do we find determinant of A? We find it as 1, then determinant of 5, 6, 8, 9, minus 2, determinant of this 4, 6, 7, 9, plus 3, and determinant of 4, 5, 7, 8. That is how we do, right? So we are using the first row in the sense, see, this 1, 2 and 3, isn't it? They are the elements of first row. But it is not necessary to use first row only. In fact, we can use the same idea for the second row, and you can use the same idea for the third row. How can we use the same idea for the second row or third row? So just delete, I will write 4 over here, determinant of, so delete second row and first column, isn't it? So what you are going to get, 2 3 8 9. Next, minus 5 times determinant of, now you will get 1 3 7 9, and plus 6 determinant of what is left, 1 2 7 and 8. I have deleted a second row and third column. So you do the calculations and you'll get the same answer. So now here I have used the second row in order to find the determinant. Similarly, you can use third row also. And the fact is, not only row, but you can use any column to find determinant. Okay, so how can you use column to find determinant? I will give the example of first column. So 1 determinant of, okay, so 1, and you will get 5 6 8 9, plus minus, actually minus 4 determinant of, so what is left out, 2 3 8 9, plus 7 determinant of, what is left out, 2 3 5 6. So now you can see these entries are of first column. So now I have used first column to find the determinant. Are you getting my point? Similarly, you can use second column as well as third column. So the thing is, it is not necessary to use first row to find the determinant. You can do it with the help of any row or any column, and that exactly is nothing but the Laplace expansion. Okay, so if your Aij is a matrix of order n, that determinant of A is nothing but sum of products. Remember, it is sum of what? Sum of products. Okay, पण कुणाचं product obtained by multiplying elements of any rows or columns by their respective cofactor. So it is sum of products. Products kunacha? Product of element and multiplied by what? Its cofactor. So element, I mean, see, this is a element A33, and what is its cofactor? So A33 is a element and its cofactor is M33. Okay, so now you are having Laplace expansion for ith row also, and Laplace expansion for the jth column also. See how Laplace expansion for ith row is. It is sum, right? You can see there is a sum, and sum of what? Sum of products involving two terms, that is element and its cofactor. So if A11 is the element, its cofactor is what? M11, in this way. Now this is a Laplace expansion for ith row. So remember the first entry, okay, whenever you say A2 to element or A2 third element, the first entry stands for the row and the second entry stands for the column. So you can see that since we are finding Laplace expansion for ith row, the first variable is I. Okay, you can say over here in the suffix, the first element or first variable is I. Over here also it is I everywhere. Can you see it? So it is simple to remember, you don't have to by heart it. So if I say tell me the Laplace expansion for second row, so you just need to think of second row. What is our second row? Yeah, it is A21, A22, A23 and so on. So immediately you can tell the determinant with the help of second row. It will be A21 M21 plus A22 M22 plus A23 M23 and so on, right? This is how you should think. What about Laplace expansion for jth column? Now you can see the second variable is j everywhere, isn't it? So whenever you think of what will be the Laplace expansion for third column, simply think about the third column of the matrix. So what is our third column of the matrix? The third column is, the first entry will be what? A13. The second entry will be A23. The third entry will be A33. The fourth entry will be A43 and so on. So just multiply that elements by their respective cofactors. So it will be A13 M13 plus A23 M23 plus A33 M33 plus A43 M43 and so on. So this is nothing but the Laplace expansion for third column. You simply observe the Second variable is 3, that is fixed everywhere, and the first variable is varying. In the first term your first variable is 1, in the second term your first variable is 2, and so on. So this is the only trick that you should remember.